Well, I describe myself as kind of a easygoing guy. Try not to take things too seriously, especially, going out in the field kicking. Sometimes it can be a really pressure situation, and I try not to, let the moment get to me and just try and be myself and be that calm guy that's going to get it done.
Snap back, put down. The kick is up, and it's good! A 21-yard field goal for Matt Coghlin. It's on the way back, it's down, it's up, it's long enough.
It's good!
And it's good! Matt Coghlin, the hero, swarmed by his teammates. A 34-yard field goal.
What got me into sports was probably mainly my dad. My dad loves sports as well, and I tried to play as many as I could. I was playing basketball, soccer, football, baseball. My dad pushing us, and my brother, being 2 years older than me, always beating me, so I was working to get better.
God just gave him a big leg, and he was knocking the walls down at 4 years old, and I thought he always had a chance to be a football kicker, and we goofed around kicking footballs. I always thought, if given the opportunity and given good training, that he had it in him.
Back in second grade football, I remember was playing running back and middle linebacker, hitting for some reason, thought it was weird, and running. They let me run the ball back then. But then just having the decision to, wean out the sports kind of, and unfortunately football got the cut, but made it back later in my life. Soccer has always been a huge love of mine, and I still continue to follow it to this day. My dad played it when he was growing up, so there's always like a family love, so we always played it, together in the backyard, practicing, just watching soccer growing up. I was huge into the England team, the Europe teams.
It was a big part of our lives, and it formed our social circle a lot too for us and the boys. So great memories looking back on soccer, and it was a very fun part of our lives.
Went to Moeller High School down in Cincinnati, big powerhouse football school, a bunch of my friends playing football. So, it was kind of a unique situation where I just decided to kind of play football.
Literally on a whim, we went to the freshman football parent meeting at Moeller High School on the chance that he could maybe do both. And really unsolicited, the head coach, in his speech just said, "I need kickers." So that gave us hope, and then we went up and talked to the coach afterwards, and as people say, it just took off from there.
That first year I played freshman and JV on the football team, so that was kind of crazy, but going into my second year, missing a lot of workouts for soccer, and I think soccer was still my love at that point. But I remember sophomore year, I played on the varsity team, luckily enough, and we went 14-1 and won the state championship. And I think after that, I was driven by football for the love of football, and just wanted to keep doing that. My role is just be that guy that's dependable for points all the time. Sometimes the offense doesn't have it going, or we need some points in any situation, and I just try and be that guy where it's not a second guess whether we should go for it or kick it, just be that guy to get the points every time. I take my 3 steps back, toe the line, make sure I'm straight right where I'm aiming, then take my 2 steps over, and I look down at my feet, make sure they're set, then I look up, through the uprights where I'm aiming. I say to myself, put it there, like put the ball right where I'm aiming at, and then just kind of clear my head, do one last deep breath, and give the holder a nod to make sure I'm ready. The routine should be the same no matter what the kick is. So whether I'm going out, at a high school grass field with my dad, in the middle of June during a pandemic, or I'm at Ohio Stadium, with 110,000 people, it should be the same kick, it should be the same routine, regardless of the situation. So it is really key to find something that you like, find something that keeps it comfortable, and try and make every kick the same, and just block out all the noise and all the extra stuff that really doesn't affect the kicking. So just finding that routine that works for you and making it your own. In 2018, we had that trip out to Arizona State. Everything was normal, taking the buses to go to the airport to fly out to Arizona, walking to the plane like normal, trying to find my seat. And as I'm going down the entranceway, just out of the cockpit, my dad pops out because he's a pilot for Delta, and just so exciting, so stunned. Never could have expected it. And it was just so cool to see him there, for him to fly the plane. We got a couple pictures. It was definitely one of the highlights of just my career here. Favorite memories, a touchdown against Indiana when Lewerke pitched me the ball. That was definitely amazing. Didn't know what happened. Just kind of grabbed the ball and tried to run. Never expected to get a touchdown.
More razzle-dazzle in the red zone.
All the wins with the guys, every victory is special because there's so much hard work put in every single week, all the off season. Seeing the wins pay off, that's really a big one. Been able to do most of the stuff I wanted all my life, and just been crazy, thinking back on it.
Very proud of him. He's been very blessed to have both the athletic talent and the temperament to kick at this level.
Growing up, just loving sports, just wanted to play, as many sports as I can. And then going into high school, kind of finding out what sports were best for me, what opportunities I had. And, just been blessed that I found football, that I found kicking, I found Michigan State, and, just excited for what the future holds.